Hello everybody, Navy Vet 76 at the range with my M1 Garand made by Harrington and Richardson H&R. I believe I pronounced that correctly. I've had this for a while. You see it's got some kind of cartouche there. I forget what that means now. But I just thought I'd show some of it. My It says, should say H&R there somewhere. There it does, H&R. And my problem has been that it would go full auto, and part of the problem, I believe, is I'm bench resting it, and I was trying to feel for the brake and the trigger, and you can't do that with this rifle. You have to do a full squeeze or it will bump fire. However, the trigger group had some wear in it, and I recently bought another hammer for it and put it in.
Ceasefire, the fire line. Make line safe.
Hold on.
Alright, line looks good. Shooters may go down range, check or change targets, put up new ones. Take down the old ones, and then please somebody go line when you're finished.
So this rifle is correct. All the parts are H&R as far as I can tell. I do have a Springfield trigger group that I was going to use, but it bugged me that it wasn't H&R because this is an H&R trigger group. It's marked H&R. So I got an H&R hammer from, I think it was Sarco, and put it in, and hopefully that will help eliminate some of the full auto issues that I was having. I am shooting at 50 yards. I'm shooting for function, and I'm using surplus 30 M2 ball ammunition. This is the Greek stuff, as you can see, and so I thought I would take it out today. The stock is really dark on it. It's in really good shape. And so I'm going to switch to the other camera and we'll do some shooting after the break. I'm going to load the end block clip. And this can be fun. I'll get it. Supposed to be staggered. This one's out. Okay. Seems like I should be able to get one in there. There we go. There's 8. And got 4 there. I'm going to use this ammo up, and then I'm going to start reloading for it. I did reloads. They were for my Madsen. Okay, that's a mess. And let's see how they work. And there's 8. All right. I don't know where these are going to go. Hopefully they'll fly behind me. And we're at 50 yards. Looks like it went straight in front of me. Cool. That's cool, isn't it? Alright. Peek down there. Let's see. I think my scope is set up for 100 yards, so I'm gonna adjust the scope. And I don't know where the heck is my target. There we go. All right. Not a real tight group, but it's acceptable. And it's low. About 6 inches low. Maybe more. And I want to bring it up. I gotta remember this windage. So that's probably too much. But
1 minute ceasefire. 1 minute.
all right, there's the ceasefire. So we'll just wait. I'll pause the camera. Well, I always hold this because I don't really like Garand thumb or Garand thumb. So I'm gonna try and push that in and it won't go. Huh. All right. That should go in, but it's not. Oh, I got a bullet that's sticking out too far. Okay. That's a nice tight. And it's still sticking out too far. There it is. Now it should go in. Those are tight. All right. Well, so far we have no semi-auto thing going on. And I was shooting at the bottom of the target. You know, I should have been. Well, we'll adjust for this anyway. I'm aiming at the 6 o'clock position because I really can't see. The target is dark, my sight is dark, and so I just use the 6 o'clock position at the very bottom of the target because I can't see where the front blade is when it's in the black area of the target. So nice. I don't know where that one went. I'm talking about the case. Did I start the camera? Yeah, I did. and should be one more. Okay. Isn't that cool? Really cool. Yeah. Now, let's see. Did I get it up on the target? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a little tighter group, too. Not bad. Now, for some reason, that one shot a little left. Okay. So, let's go a couple clicks right. I'm not hearing any clicks. But I do have graduations here. So, all right. I don't know why it does that. Are these really that tight? All right. So really, I'm shooting, since I'm not right on the bullseye, I'm probably, what would I guess? 3.5 inches below the bullseye. So technically I'm shooting high. Gosh, I love these cheap sights. Ping! Alright, that was a nice tight group that time. And still need to go right just a little bit. And I need to go up a couple clicks. Cool. Yeah, they're all where I can pick them up. So, I'll load some more. And they look like they're all even. Okay, click. There we go. All right. So far, I have not had a fully automatic discharge. And I can feel a break.
1 minute to ceasefire, 1 minute
When
for
I pull the
ceasefire.
trigger, right there I can feel the break. I couldn't do that before. I'm getting a heat mirage. Bing. All right, we got a minute ceasefire. I'm going to put it on pause. All right. So I'm taking you down. You're going to see. I'll show you how I did. Maybe you can see the progression, maybe not. I hope to be able to duplicate the load I'm getting with the Greek ammo. And I really don't think I've done a reload on the M1 yet. So we'll see. So there were my first shots. And then these were the next ones. And here's where I'm at right now. Very tight group at 50 yards. And just changing that hammer made a big difference. Because I can actually feel the break. And I'm not getting the full auto thing. So just changing that hammer was all I needed to do. I'm not sure what these are. I know they're flyers, but I don't know from when. Probably the last two rounds. But that is currently where we're at the moment. So remember that. I'm not going to change the target. I'll bring it up in here. My aim point's down here. So we're shooting about, right now, about 5 inches. Maybe 4 inches high. Because I can't see anything in here. If I put the blade right there, I can barely see this red dot at 50 yards. So we know we're getting a good group. And that's really all I wanted to see. I wanted to see that we had some, that I had fixed the issue with the full auto thing that was going on every once in a while. And there was just a little bit of wear on the hammer, and it was enough to cause a problem. I thought maybe I should change the trigger itself. If you look at I looked at my Springfield trigger group as compared to my H&R trigger group, and there is a slight difference in the gap.
You may go forward now. Load your weapons and fire.
There is a slight difference in the gap between the two triggers, and I don't know how else to describe it without showing you, and I'm at the range. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. I just noticed there was a difference in the gap. So I'm going to pause. I need to pick up my brass. So I've been saving this surplus stuff, and I thought, what the heck? Just shoot it. You know. If you've seen in my other videos, I have a Italian BM-59, and I reload for that, and it shoots just fine, other than my load's too hot at the moment, and I'm still got to get another, I got to develop, still working on load development for that. I was blowing primers, and so either I need to get some new brass. I think I probably need both. I need to get some new 308 brass and back on the load. Look at the load data. If you look in the book, my speed is right where it should be for the BM-59, but I'm getting pressure and it's blowing primers, or the primers are just, primer pockets are worn out, but I'm more inclined to believe the load was too hot. So why it does that? Maybe I need to I got grease on all of this stuff here, but okay, I wanted to go right a little bit and up a little bit, and we'll see where we're at now. There's lines here in the back, and I am from the center line. I am one line to the right. And all right, let's get comfortable. And my nose itches all the time. I have allergies and asthma, and so you see me constantly itching my nose. It's just habit. Nice. Yeah, I really like. I've got that problem fixed. I can actually feel a break now. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I could not do that before. So now let's see. Okay, now we're getting a vertical string, and not really a decent group at all. I got like 3 in there. So the gun is hot. It's very hot. Maybe I need to let it set. Just kind of went crazy on me that time, and I'm aiming in the same place. So I didn't really have a group that time. Oh, I need to come down 1. Up. All right. The gun is very hot, so I should probably let it cool down and then shoot some more. Can you imagine in World War II, you're in a heated firefight with the enemy, and you know your gun gets hot and you might lose your accuracy, who knows, but I can't imagine you're not really trying to take your time with your shot when you're in a firefight. I really don't know. I was in the military, but you know I was never in battle or actually in a war zone, so I have no idea what that's like. But I can only imagine. But this weapon it's really cool to own. It's fun to shoot. It's expensive to shoot. Even reloading is not cheap for this, because you're using a lot of powder to load Full Metal Jacket. If you use cast bullets, it'd be a lot cheaper. I've never shot a cast bullet in this gun because I don't know if it even sights with the cast load. So I'm gonna pause because I want it to cool down. Well, I let it set for a few minutes. The wood is hot, so I know this thing it's hot. I don't have any more ammo other than what you see here. And I do have reloads. They're actually the reloads are for my Madsen, and they should work in this gun too. The overall length is okay. So I'm going to do a partial here, if they'll go in. See, it's hard to do a partial clip, because it doesn't. It's hard to hold the in place. Push them down on the follower without them coming out. Okay, I can try holding on this way. Okay, now the follower's got it. All right, you know, I believe at one time when they were proposing this weapon for production to the military, I think they actually proposed the idea of a magazine, and it was rejected. Then when the Italians needed to upgrade their Garands, they went with the .308 caliber and did their own barrels and modified the receivers to accept the magazine and the bipod. And I can only imagine what this would have been like if it had a magazine and a bipod on it. It would have been a more stable firearm, but it would have added some weight. This is not a light firearm. And but I think it would have upped the ante a little bit if they'd have had more rounds available. The 8-round clip, I don't know how people feel that were back in the day that, you know, because they were issued and they had 8-round in-block clips, and they came loaded in-block clips, and just like this is how they were shipped and used by the GIs. They didn't have to load their own in-block clips. But, you know, if they had more cartridges in a magazine, they would have more time to return fire or fire, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I often wonder about things like that. All right, let's see if we can get rid of that vertical string. I'm going to shoot the new target and see what happens. All right, that was the partial. See if I still have that vertical string. Nope. No, I don't. And there are 5 shots in there. Let's do these 8. Get in there. Okay. this should be 8. And that's all the surplus ammo I got. And I'm very happy with that. I'm almost 70, and this gets a little blurry at times, but the peep sights work. As far as iron sights go, the peep sights work a lot better for me in most cases. But yeah, I got it dialed in. I'm not getting full auto. I can feel a little break in the trigger before it'll fire. I couldn't feel that before. So just
Better get a little lower there, young lady, because you're hitting the concrete.
Just putting a new hammer in there did the trick. Cool. Now I got an extra trigger group that I will never use. It's a Springfield trigger group, and so I'll probably figure out some way to get rid of that. Okay, well, I'm going to pause it and show you when the break happens. All right, we are at the break. I just picked up all my brass, and I shot the target on the left this time. I'm very happy with it. It's functioning very well. All this time, all I had to do was get a new hammer for it. The trigger group isn't that difficult to disassemble and replace parts, and we know that was intentional, but there it is. I'm happy with that. So there was my vertical string I got. I'm like, okay, we need to let that cool down a little bit. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So I gotta put the camera down because I need to set up another target. I have another firearm I want to experiment with. I'm done with the Garand. I'm not going to try those reloads because they weren't really made for the Garand. They were made for my Madsen. So let me go back up here and I will put that gun away and get another one out. It's kind of humid here today. A little bit over cloudy, some clouds, sunny with overcast. I'm guessing we're around 80 degrees without looking, and the humidity feels like it's a little high. So I'm going to set that down, play with the camera a minute, get it positioned. All right. And move on to another firearm. See you in the next video.